Hey everyone, just to give you guys an update, I know this has been on our website for quite some time about these are going to be built or the parts will be available, but they are done. This is the first working version of the cut-down system for the Hobie kayak. This will go into a Revolution, or it'll go into obviously a PA, just depends on the height adjustments that you guys make with your cassette. Now, starting at the top, you'll notice we do run 4-stroke motors. You can put any motor that you want that will bolt up to that pattern of the clutch housing. And then as you notice, it has been cut down. Now, in the middle, you'll see that the standard cassette is still being used. It just has been punched through. You'll see a stainless steel 1/2-inch bar has been placed inside the cassette to mimic the ears that commonly would get locked down in the kayak. The arm is the traditional full-length arm. The throttle system has been completely customized with a stainless steel throttle system, SRAM shifter. Still the dead man switch is used. Down towards the bottom, you'll see now we have a 2-blade prop on there that runs on the 10mm shaft, with of course a shaft collar which is also 10mm. Okay guys, let's kind of run through this top to bottom so you get a kind of bird's eye view of what this thing looks like. Of course, the traditional 4-stroke motor. This is a Honda 35cc. Obviously I put a back guard on it because I lay it flat. I don't like to scratch up the gas tank. But as I come down, you'll see the original shifter tiller arm is still used. I don't cut that down, but I do swap out the shifter. That is a real SRAM shifter. Again, Teflon sheath with a stainless steel throttle cable that kind of feeds into the carburetor using billet connectors. And everything under that sheath there is all billets and stainless, so there's no corrosion or rust. And of course, as I roll down, you'll see that all the colors are still used. You'll see one there. You'll see another original there right on top of the gearbox. Okay. You'll notice I still use the original cassette. I drill right down to the top of it. It's a 28mm hole. I punched down in the middle of it. The first time I did this, it didn't work out so well. So I went towards the front, and this allows me to flip it towards the front or the back, depending on how I shift this around. So you have kind of the best of both worlds there. Now down towards the bottom, the gearbox is original. Okay, there is a 2-blade prop on that. That's been ground down on the back, so it does meet the pin in the back, and you do have a 10mm shaft collar in the front, which locks it into the shaft system, so that will not come off. There's no way that will come off. Just got to make sure you Loctite it. So coming back up, there's the 1/2-inch pin that's been rounded, so it meets and fits correctly inside of the lockdown system on the Hobie. This is the same size, technically lengthwise, as the PA. You just have a little bit larger cassette height-wise, but the system still fits. I made these long enough to where you have about 3 or 4 inches of vertical height adjustment, so whether you put this on a PA or not, you're still going to fit this either way. There's a lot of adjustment left, as you can see right there. The tube, that's a good 2 inches there, one underneath, plenty of movement on that, and plus you can just, like I said, you can bring this up at any given position and the PA will fit no problem. Okay, standard clutch housing, drive system again comes apart, shaft gets inserted and greased, and then from that point everything else bolts right back up. Very simple process. And again, there's kind of that side view there. Again, very simple setup, works like a champ. I'll get the video out to you guys soon, but a lot of people wanted to see this thing and not just look at pictures, so there you go. Again, everything is built and run. This does, again, you'll see how it does pivot, and that has no bearing on the fact of it moving, forward or backwards. You'll see it's pretty tight. It is foamed inside. That's why you'll notice in there has a little bit on the outside, because of course I couldn't scrape it off. But there you go. If you guys have any questions, you guys can look at www.kayakbuddies.com for a little more information. I do have the individual parts and the complete setups for sale. So if you have questions, drop a line on the contact page, and thanks for watching.